It's a landslide win in Hong Kong, and Carrie Lam says her government is listening. The city's pro-democracy movement has won 17 out of 18 districts in local elections. Now, this was the first vote since the start of protests 6 months ago, and the turnout was at a historic high of more than 70%. While Mrs. Lam says she's listening, what does this mean for Hong Kong politics? District councillors are not lawmakers. They do community work, managing how their districts are run, and they play a role in selecting Hong Kong's chief executive. In a moment, a look at what could happen next. But first, let's break down this historic vote. The district council polls are usually dominated by the pro-establishment camp, but there's no doubt things have changed. Let's take a look. Pro-democracy candidates have won 347 seats, leaving the pro-government camp with only 60. Now let's take a look at two key districts in particular where the opposition fared rather well. In Yuen Long, the pro-Beijing side failed to secure a single seat. The Democrats and Independents taking all 39 positions. And this district was the scene of violent confrontations in July. That's where gang members attacked protesters and bystanders at Yuen Long MTR station, injuring more than 40 people. And the opposition also took all 25 seats in Wong Tai Sin. And this was also the site of clashes between protesters and police in recent months. Now, overall, what does this win mean for the pro-democracy camp? It means that they will have some influence on who will be Hong Kong's next chief executive. 117 district councillors are allocated seats on the exclusive 1,200-member election committee that elects the city's leader. As the pro-democracy parties have secured a clear majority in the weekend polls, it's likely they'll be allocated all 117 seats. Elected lawmakers will also be represented on the election committee. So if the Democrats perform well in next year's Legislative Council election, they may be able to secure enough veto power when it comes to voting in the next chief executive.